After that statue cancels Jin-Woo's shadow soldiers and all consumable items, it orders all the statues to attack him at once. The first soldier charges forward without a second thought. However, Jin-Woo catches its sword with his bare hand and shatters it with just a single punch. Then, he throws the piece of the sword straight into the statue's head. Without wasting any time, he runs toward it and steps on the sword embedded in its head. Just then, another statue appears by his side, trying to attack him with an axe. But Jin-Woo cuts the axe in half using his daggers and drives both blades straight into its head. At that exact moment, he hears an arrow flying in his direction. When he looks back, he spots one of the archer statues shooting at him from afar. But Jin-Woo slices the arrow in half in the blink of an eye and even kicks the remaining piece directly into another statue's head. As he fights, Jin-Woo begins to reflect on everything he went through to get there. All the suffering, all the training, everything he had to overcome to grow this strong. Watching this, the floating statue begins to smile. It then says that even though he is a human, Jin-Woo managed to evolve absurdly well. But Jin-Woo keeps fighting non-stop until suddenly that gigantic statue appears once again. The creature declares that the time has finally come to praise God. Yet Jin-Woo doesn't stop for even a second and continues destroying every statue in front of him. But then he notices something strange. Those creatures simply wouldn't die. Looking back, he sees the giant statue charging the laser in its eyes. Jin-Woo realizes it's already too late to dodge, and using ruler's authority, he traps all the statues in front of the attack. Even so, the beam almost hits him. At that moment, Jin-Woo realizes something. Even though he is very strong now, if that attack hit him directly, it would be a major problem. So, he decides to finish off the giant statue first and runs straight toward it. The creature lifts its foot to try and crush him, laughing as it thinks it managed to hit Jin-Woo. But at the last second, Jin-Woo reappears in midair right in front of its face. The statue tries to fire its laser again. This time, however, Jin-Woo uses ruler's authority to pull his body up to the creature's shoulder. Using his daggers, he activates Mutilate directly on the statue's face. But the strike has practically no effect, leaving only a tiny scratch. Jin-Woo then realizes that he didn't need to cut that thing. He needed to destroy it entirely. Upon finding a crack near the statue's face, he delivers a punch with all his might. The impact slams the gigantic creature straight into the ground. As Jin-Woo lands back down, the other statues try to attack him once more. He uses Monarch's domain and slams them all to the ground at the same time. Seeing this, the floating statue begins to clap, saying that it was incredible. Jin-Woo then demands it to fulfill what it promised, because he has many questions. However,